No one saw the Black Thursday massacre coming. That the previous ownership did was pay a multi-million-dollar bribe.
A veteran journalist with over 28 years at 60 Minutes and called his own network settlement with Donald Trump a bribe. That's Scott Pelley, and this interview is one of the most candid takedowns of corporate media of all time. So let's start with The Purge. Pelley calls it the Black Thursday.
Multi-million-dollar bribe to the president to settle this frivolous, ridiculous lawsuit. Very shortly after that, somehow, the Trump administration approved the sale. That lawsuit against 60 Minutes had caused a great deal of concern in 60 Minutes. Paying the bribe broke our hearts. No lawyer thought that was necessary, but they did it to get the sale through. And at that point, my colleagues and I thought, great, that's behind us. We have bright new leadership with financial resources. We're in better shape than we were before.
Just to give the context here, President Trump had sued 60 Minutes over an interview of Vice President Kamala Harris during the 2024 election. Paramount under Shari Redstone settled the case, even though many legal experts believed that there was no merit to the suit. And they paid $16 million to the president. Paramount denied that those two things were linked, that payment and then the deal going through. And correct me if I'm wrong, am I hearing you say that you supported the sale to Ellison? Had you lost confidence in the leadership of Shari Redstone at that point?
In a single day, the entire senior staff of 60 Minutes got wiped out, including executive producer Tanya Simon. Also, a third of the correspondents, just throw them in there. This also comes right after a season where the show won 2 Emmys. And it also grew its audience larger than ever before. So clearly those staff were doing something right, so why did they all get fired?
This is our entire senior staff. People beloved. Tanya Simon, our executive producer, she's the boss. And this was her triumph. She's the first woman ever to be executive producer of 60 Minutes. And she concluded this season with a growth in our audience of 9%, which is unheard of in broadcast television, and a growth in our online presence of 190%. Last season, we had 2.5 billion views. That's a third of humanity. So we're riding high. This management team has been brilliant. Tanya has the best first year of any executive producer, and I've worked for all of them. And then the night before, Tanya and I and Dragan Mihailovich, her deputy, et cetera, we're all at the Emmy Awards, and we win 2 Emmy Awards. Within hours, all of those people have been wiped out, and 1/3 of our correspondents have been fired. And at the same moment that that happens, we are informed of our new executive producer.
So Nick Bolton comes in as executive producer, who has no management experience and also no television news experience. And he came in reading a prepared statement off his phone. So Pelley confronted him on it, and I guess it was that confrontation that apparently got Pelley fired. 28-year-long career ended for speaking up in a staff meeting. And now this is the part that probably should concern everybody. Trump actually sued CBS over a 60 Minutes interview with Kamala Harris during the 2024 election. Legal experts said that this lawsuit had absolutely no merit and it came as perfect timing right as they were trying to sell the network to David Ellison. So Pelley calls it a bribe. Pelley also says that Bari Weiss personally asked them to change the framing around a story about a protest to match the Trump administration's version of the events. So he watched the video himself and he refused to do so. What Pelley is describing here is a chain reaction. Redstone settles with Trump to close on a sale. That settlement signals to management that pressure works. Now you have a news organization where when the people are asking hard-hitting questions, they just get fired. Exactly how Trump operates as usual. If you want to watch the full interview, it's linked below.